everybody. I'm real excited to announce that The Adventures of Bubba Jones, Time Traveling Through Acadia National Park, officially releases today. This is the third book in my Children's National Park series, and man, has it been a blast to write. And before we get started, I also have to share some really exciting news. I was honored with the Mom's Choice Award for this book before it even came out. So that is really exciting. Mom's Choice reviews and evaluates products for children and determines their value and importance. And we won the gold award. So I'm pretty excited about that. So welcome everybody if you're just joining. And so I'll give a little background, but before I do, Kim Bright Jenkins is the first winner in my contest. I have some giveaways going on here tonight. Kim Bright Jenkins was the first person to register for this Facebook Live, so she is the winner of The Adventures of Bubba Jones, Time Traveling Through Acadia National Park. So if you'll just send a message to me and I'll private message you and get your address and we'll make sure you get this book. I have plenty of more giveaways as we go along. I have some Starbucks coffee cards and some more books. So just stay tuned here. A little bit about what's going on. There's 59 national parks in the United States. And I wanted to come up with a way of getting kids excited about getting outdoors. And I thought, what a better way than to time travel. And it makes history so much more interesting because you're not just learning about it, you're witnessing it. And I created a cast of characters. We have Bubba Jones, which really is his trail name. His real name is Tommy, but when he goes back in time, it's Bubba Jones. And he travels with his sister and family. Now, his sister, her name is Jenny, but when she's time traveling, her name is Huggabug. Anyway, they inherit the ability to time travel from their Papa Louis. And now Papa Louis isn't here with me, but this is Papa Louis. Now, Papa Louis was inspired actually, the name of Papa Louis was inspired from Meriwether Lewis, and the history of the family starts about then. And Papa Louis has this magic journal. And yes, this is the official magic journal. And as part of the tradition, he has to hand over the magic to the youngest generation, which is Bubba Jones and Huggabug. So he gives them the ability to time travel, and off they go, exploring the national parks. And anything they're curious about, they can go back in time and learn about it. So they learn all these cool facts. Well, they also start to solve national park mysteries. And they develop this quick reputation. So they start in book one in the Great Smoky Mountain National Park, and then they go help solve a mystery in Shenandoah National Park. And then here we are in Acadia National Park, up in Maine, where the mountains meet the sea. 47,000 acres. The park is known as where the sun first hits the U.S. at certain times of the year, and thousands of people will head on out before the sunrise just to witness that big sun rise over the horizon line from high atop Cadillac Mountain, the highest mountain on the eastern seaboard, or somewhere along the seashore. So it is such a spectacular park. There are so many things you can do. But Bubba Jones and Huggabug are there on a mission to solve a mystery. It's a critical mission. And all the way through solving the mystery, they go back in time and they learn all about the park. So each book that I write, what I first do is go to the park with my own family. So we explore the park as a family. And the book then follows the most exciting things that families will want to do. So the book actually is kind of a roadmap for you to decide what should we do when we get there. As a matter of fact, in the book, at the back, as you're planning your adventure, we actually have a map of all the activities that Bubba Jones and Huggabug do, and you could actually follow in their footsteps. And so you could read all about it, then follow their own adventure. So that we did that on purpose to make it kind of fun. So that has really been a blast, because I get a lot of questions about, hey, you wrote a book about this park and that park. What should we do? And I say, hey, read The Adventures of Bubba Jones, and you'll find out. So I'm taking questions here. So, and people who answer any questions or throw something out there, I'm just going to say the first person to make a comment. Let's see, the first person to make a comment. Yes, do we have any comments coming in? Will win. They will win something. Okay. Well, we have a Starbucks gift card, $10 gift card for the first person to make a comment. Or, oh, and we have one coming in. Oh, okay. Rosemary Dietzer has won a Starbucks gift card. Yes. She loves national parks. Very cool. Yes. So I think Rosemary might just be related to the Bubba Jones family, but she has won a $10 gift card. Okay. So here's one for you. If you've ever been to Acadia National Park, comment, and you will win a copy of my brand new book that just released, and I will sign it to you and mail it to you. So comment if you've been to Acadia National Park, and I will send you this book. And we'll keep going along here. There's so many secrets to every national park. And really what makes this fun for me is the series really, to me, each national park is kind of like the remnants of what the world was like before the modernization of the domesticated world that we live. So you're kind of going back to the time of Lewis and Clark a little bit. So that's the cool thing about this, but there's all kinds of secrets and history that you discover about each region when you explore, from Native Americans to something major historical thing that happened there. There was actually a secret naval base at the present day Acadia National Park, which is included in the book. I don't want to give away all the secrets of the adventure, but that is included. There's all kinds of wild creatures, and not just on land. If you are going to travel to Acadia National Park, you'll quickly realize it's on an island, Mount Desert Island, which means that you need to not only explore on land, you need to also maybe go kayaking or taking a nature cruise, and you would be amazed at the sea life that you'll encounter along the way. There's all kinds of trails. So Bubba Jones and Huggabug explore those as well. There's lots of beaches. However, there's only one ocean beach in Acadia National Park that has sand. It's called Sand Beach. Because of the waves and how the tide works, the sand would get sucked out to sea. So, but the Sand Beach is kind of like in this little harbor, so it's protected from that. But the water isn't, I think the warmest temperature is maybe 55 degrees, and that's in a hot summer. So even though the beach may be nice to lay on, you won't stay in that water very long. But there are some great lakes to swim in, with some beaches in the park. So that's what a lot of people do. Another cool thing about the park is some of the trails, they go high above tree line, and you actually climb steel rungs up the Beehive or the Precipice Trail. And so Bubba Jones and Huggabug and Papa Lewis and their family, definitely they explore those trails. And then there's a road that you can actually drive through and have just wonderful views as well. And then now John D. Rockefeller Jr. Built 45 miles of carriage roads. And what he intended at the time was for people to ride horseback on these roads uninhibited by cars. But now what people are doing is they're actually biking these roads. And you can also still rent a carriage ride. So and Bubba Jones and Huggabug do that in the book as they're trying to solve the mystery. And we did that ourselves as we were visiting the park as tourists. There's a pretty big town right there at the base of Acadia National Park called Bar Harbor. Now, one thing, if you're from the hiking community, you'll quickly discover is there's no overnight backpacking in Acadia National Park. There are campgrounds, so you can base camp and head out on day hikes. But so a lot of people that are there are staying in town, so they're staying in hotels or renting houses or bed and breakfasts or that sort of thing. So it is such a wonderful place to visit. One of the yummy things that we did was we ate a lot of lobster. As a matter of fact, so I weave that into the storyline. One of my personal favorites is lobster rolls, and what I like is because they take all the work out of it for you. So all the good meat is removed from the lobster, and it's put on this toasted hot dog like bun, with whipped up with some mayonnaise and some celery seasoning, and man, is it good. And so I definitely would recommend tasting that. But now in the park, there is a historic restaurant, and I won't spoil everything for you, but they have this roll called a popover that goes way back to the beginning of the park, when the rusticators, the very wealthy elite people who vacationed to the area, would go and spend the summers up there, and it became a tradition. And you can still get the very same popover in the park. There's only one restaurant in the park for that. We as a family enjoyed touring out to some of the islands, and so we took some nature cruises, and Bubba Jones and Huggabug learned to kayak, and there's lots of kayak rental companies in the towns and bike rental companies, so you can do that yourself. So they're trying to solve a mystery throughout the entire adventure. So they're real busy trying to do that, but they're having a blast as they go along, and they're meeting all kinds of characters. So I have another gift card here. So if we have any questions, then no questions yet. Okay. So chime in if you want, and we'll go for a few more minutes here, but I have one more book and one more gift card. So here's my question. I'll throw this out to you. If you've ever been to Acadia National Park, comment and you'll win a gift card. If you can name 2 activities to do in Acadia National Park, you can win the book. First one to comment. Okay. All right. Okay, well, I am going to end this live video. Again, I'm really excited to launch the Adventures of Bubba Jones, time traveling through Acadia National Park. I look forward to crossing paths with you or anyone out there, and thank you for joining me tonight. Take care. Bye.